Did you help milk the? You did. What was your job? What did you do?
Well, when we got at first it was always hand milking,
right.
But then later on we got a milking machine.
Right, right.
And I remember these different hoses, and I remember there were these. We would slip this tip thing on the udder,
right.
And apparently we must have put 4 on it, and then we would turn that milker on, and then that would
milk.
Milk them.
Which was because you guys got tired of milking cows. How many cows were there?
No more than 25 at the most.
This is your dad? Yeah. So did he sell milk? He must have. This wasn't just for you.
Yeah, but because we would put the milk into the cans.
Okay, right.
And I remember my dad would say, I do not want you girls to lift those milk cans.
Oh.
They are too heavy for you.
Right.
When I am here, I do it. And if I am not here, well then somebody has to put it. We had a big rinse thing with cold water.
Yeah.
Blew off the milk.
Right.
Yeah, and we would put the can into that.
So did you have a milk co-op? Did people,
No, that all gradually came later.
Oh, okay, all right.
But there was a creamery because Grandpa, and it was a relative, and he took the milk to
Uncle Rudy's
to the creamery, right? And where they would make cheese.
And Dad would pick up other people's milk, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would ride along a lot because I'd like to go to my cousin Harriots. And sometimes he'd forget me, which I didn't care because
He'd forget you at Harriots?
Yeah, and that would be fun because I used to stay overnight with Harriet.
Oh, okay. So this is a friend of yours, Harriet?
First cousin.
First cousin. Okay, all right. Good. And Harriet lived in a nice house, or there was?
Well, they had a cheese factory. And then the house.
Which is why your dad brought the milk to Harriet.
Right, and he had patrons.
He
had about 10 patrons that he would pick up.
Okay. Did he pick up from, or did he drop off to?
No, he'd pick up their milk.
Oh, okay.
And then they would put the milk. They would make cheese from that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
And then, of course, Dad would bring back the emptied out the can and everything, and then Dad would let the milk cans off.
At everybody's house. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You're picking my brain, hey?
Oh, it's great.
I was a little girl.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a man, Dad liked him. I mean, he was an old guy. His name was Hanzel.
Okay.
I was scared
of Hanzel?
Yeah.
Why? Big guy.
Because he had a beard and stuff.
Oh, yeah. People with beards are pretty scary.
And I remember Dad said, Greta, don't be afraid of him. He wouldn't hurt a flea. I remember that. But he would pick up his Hanzel. And then at the cheese factory, my uncle would take in the milk. You're really picking my brain.
No, this is great. I'm loving this, yeah.
But he would make cheese. But then this Hanzel would always ride along and pick up what groceries he needed. And I remember across from my Aunt Lucille's house was the cheese factory. Yeah, I can picture this. And then where they would unload the milk and dump it. And then I would always play with my cousin Harriet. And once in a while Dad would forget me, which was fine because I would stay overnight at Harriet.
That's too funny.
Oh, what else do I remember that? But this old Hanzel, I was scared as can be of him. Apparently he had a beard. But I would, in the pickup, I would climb way up and back and lay on the back because I didn't want to sit beside this Hanzel.
Oh, right, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, you are really picking my brain.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But it was a little extra money for Dad. pick up the milk at these other patrons.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Aw.
Oh gosh.
Fun.
And then I didn't care if he forgot me because I played with Harriots the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And they had a piano that had the rollers.
Oh,
really?
very cool.
Oh.
Very cool.
Okay.
Oh, and Harriet and I would pump our legs off.
Oh, so you guys got to use the player piano.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Harriet and I played it a lot.
Oh. Do you remember the songs that were on it? No?
No.
Yeah. So this is when but you were doing this when you were a little girl. So maybe 4, maybe 6, maybe 10?
I took piano lessons from a Mrs. What was her name? Her daughter was a good friend of my first cousin, Elkie.
Okay.
So I took lessons from Mrs. Elkie. And then sometimes I'd stay overnight. Oh, that's getting to be, that's all I have to go.
And I'll fill up bowls before we take
Okay,
more.
all right. Okay.
Aww.
So when you guys, when you and, what was her name? Harriet. When you and Harriet got together, do you remember, were you allowed to play in the barn? Or?
No, because Harriet lived in
town.
They had a nice home.
Oh, they live, oh.
They always, her mother was my mother's sister. And of
Okay.
course, Rudy and Ben, they had a grocery store across the road.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
my aunt, Lucille, ran the grocery store. They always had a little more money because they had a little income from the...
Oh, I didn't realize that there was a grocery store they ran across the way.
And then my Uncle Fred Gabert bought it. And then he kind of lost it because, see, when my aunt Gallistel, the Gallistel would run it, they always had the cushion of the people's milk. So the Gallistels always got paid for all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Where when my Uncle Tone took over, then there was nothing, no backup.
Yeah.
If the parents didn't pay for the groceries,
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yeah.
I know at last Uncle Tony had to close the grocery store.
Mhm.
Oops, okay. Wow.
Yeah, you're picking my brain on things I haven't thought of for years.
Oh, yeah, this is really fun. So do you remember, so the grocery store, what was this, like I picture grocery stores as, there's always a checkerboard over in the corner and a pot-bellied stove and a barrel of licorice that kids get to, would buy for...
Well, it might have been, but I remember them having quite a nice grocery store.
Oh, really? Okay. And what made it a nice grocery store?
That they had a lot of different things that they sold
Mm-hmm.
there. And of course, the Gallistels did well on that because all the patrons would chop. My dad was a milk hauler,
Okay. Yep.
so
Right.
he would pick up the milk.
Yep. And bring it to the cheese factory. Harriet's parents' cheese.
They
Right.
would also give them a slip of the groceries they wanted.
Oh, really?
And then they'd
So
bring.
when my dad got to the factory,
Yep.
he would give my Aunt Lucille the grocery list. She would fill out the orders.
Oh, okay. Because they, yeah.
And then Dad would deliver the groceries back when he would drive back home.
Oh, he was a busy guy. And then he all had to drop off all the cans of milk that he had picked up from all of his friends.
Yes, he would have to pick those up. But then when he got to the cheese factory, well then of course they would put up on a conveyor belt, dumped.
Yeah.
Each one was measured. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And rinsed out. Then Dad
Would bring it back.
yeah,
Yeah. With everybody's groceries, too.
with everybody.
He was the original Amazon.
Yeah.
Delivering.
Delivering,
And
yeah.
I can remember bits and pieces of all of that.
Yeah.